Welcome to International Securities Exchange's podcast series. Facilitated by renowned educators, ISE podcasts are intended to teach beginning as well as seasoned investors the ins and outs of trading. To find an updated list of podcasts, please visit www.ise.com/podcasts. Please be sure to listen to our important message following this episode regarding the risks of investing in exchange-traded options.
So thank you for joining us this afternoon. We're very excited to have with us today Tom Busby, a pioneer in the trading industry with over 25 years experience as a professional securities trader, broker, and best-selling author. Tom is also the CEO of DTI, one of the top 10 trading schools in the country. He spends his days teaching students and trading his own private accounts in futures, options, and equities. He also hosts a daily online live trading room, which covers daily action in markets like the E-mini, the Dow, and DAX futures, as well as his own personal stock picks. He is also the host of The Market Buzz, a radio show on the Houston-based Biz Radio Network. Tom's career in the market started as a money manager with some of the world's largest wirehouses. He then moved into the private sector and started training others about the global markets. With guest spots in Bloomberg and CNBC, he is also the author of 2 best-selling books, Winning the Day Trading Game and The Markets Never Sleep. Tom, I'm going to hand it over to you. Hold on one second. I see that he has accidentally slipped off. One moment. Tom?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. Everyone can hear you now. And I've also switched it over to you. Sorry about that delay.
No problem.
So thank you for joining us. You can now, you can actually show your trading platform.
Okay. All right, folks, welcome to this webinar with ISE, and the title of the topic is "What's Next for the U.S. Dollar?" and the opportunities that are available in these markets. Before we get started, let me ask a few questions. Where's everybody from? Can everybody type in here where they're from? Ireland, Los Angeles, Georgia, Ohio, London, Texas,
Italy.
I love asking this question because it's so fun to me, for somebody that didn't grow up with a computer, to watch this technology today and watch what happens and how you can connect around the globe. Our second book, Market Never Sleeps, I found out a lot of people were not consistent with their trading, and one of the reasons is they didn't connect the global markets to each other, and they were getting up at in their individual markets and figuring out that that was their world, but they're all connected. And there's a lot of concepts that go through the markets, and when you do that, you're sitting there thinking to yourself, I'm not getting all the facts, so no wonder I'm making bad decisions. No wonder I'm losing money. I know that yesterday was a pretty good day in the market for the bulls. You had quite a run. Today was a little bit of correction, and everybody's wondering where does it go from here? Well, I'll give you an opinion of what I think, and we'll talk about that later on. But let's talk tonight, if we can, about the U.S. dollar. There's been a lot of talk and about the dollar and whether or not it would hold up with this massive flood of money that the U.S. government's printing, and there's other governments out there printing a lot of money. And I think historically, when that has happened, you end up in a period of a currency dropping, and when a currency drops in value, obviously, if you're living that currency, that's not good, and everybody's really concerned at this time in our history, at least here in America, with the price of the U.S. dollar. If you look at that window there, you'll see that that's where I'm sitting right now. I'm in that building located in Mobile, Alabama. I don't know if anybody's ever been to Mobile. Has anybody on here ever been to Mobile, Alabama? Gary says he's been. Mark? Jenny? Andy? Well, Mobile, we're sort of proud of this little community down here. When I built that school here, everybody said no one would come to Mobile, and I laugh about that today. You know, here we've been in business since 1996, and our classes are full. And one of the reasons they're full is word of mouth. We're a small company. We've got a lot of recognition, as she said, because of what I would call our persistence on trying to train people to learn how to trade. In a couple of weeks, we're bringing a special guest into our world down here in Mobile. He studied actually the basis for most of the trading schools today. It's the story of Richard Dennis and the Turtles, and how that group proved the theory that people could be trained to be trade. I know that when I'm thinking about things, I always think about, I sure wasn't born as a trader, because I sure did lose enough money along the way that I thought to myself, I'm never going to get this. I mean, I guess it was just pure persistence that said there is something that I need to learn. The first route that I went on was the Wall Street way, which is you learn the fundamentals, you learn all the things that Wall Street teaches, you know, the technical analysis. And I was just talking to a guy, he was talking to me about Elliott Wave, and I remember years I used to be an expert in Elliott Wave. And actually at one time had met Robert Prechter in Georgia at Gainesville at his house, and I was a real believer. And I know that I look back on those years, and I look back on those foundational moments, and I think I really wish that I could have attended a place that was, I don't want to say anti-Wall Street, but understood how Wall Street works, understood how the market works, and can share that information with people that are trying to really get the edge, and we call it the edge in the market. I want to thank the ISE for allowing us to do this webinar with them. You know, they are a big proponent of education. I think most people, if you just think about in everyday life, think about your doctor, how your doctor had to go get trained. I sure don't want a doctor working on me that hadn't been educated, and or maybe getting on an airplane, you know, where the pilot is going to fly. You sure want the pilot to be tested. You want the pilot to know what he's doing. But when it comes to the market, people just want to open up an account and start slinging it. And I've found that slinging it is where you lose a lot of money. And I know over the past year and a half, if you've been long this market, you've suffered. You've suffered in all areas of diversification, because if you were long anything, it seems like that you would have lost money. I don't know of any sector that's been consistent other than the fact the trend has been negative. Now, in the past 2 or 3 weeks, the general market has turned higher, and I want to talk about that a little bit later on after I get through my presentation. But I'm thinking and thankful that you have made it down here, and I know it's very important that we stay on topic, because I could talk about the market forever.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. To find more podcasts on options, stocks, alternative markets, and market data, please visit www.ise.com/podcasts.